Back here with our minor league pregame show, I'm Matt Vasgersian getting you ready for Double-A Southern League action tonight as we jump into our Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Ozzie Rivera is in the glow, and he's coming off a very nice game in which he racked up 4 hits and just looked dialed in at the plate.
Yeah, anytime you get yourself 4 base knocks in a game, you're doing something right. You might have gotten a couple of gifts in terms of good pitches to hit, but, it's not about the pitches you get, it's what you do with them. And from what I saw, balls were flying all over the yard off his bat. Well, that performance was big for his team, and I'm sure they're hoping he can do it again in this one.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Jackson Generals and the Birmingham Barons. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Roger Katimer will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Well, you look for a guy to produce? He's got 9 RBIs in his last 10 games, and he had another good one yesterday as well.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first is in time for the first out. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I think you better look out for that cleanup hitter. He's having a really nice season with the bat, sporting a slugging percentage over 500, so there's a good chance he'll have some sort of impact offensively.
Charlton Carmichael will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Now the second pitch of the inning is sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him, 2 down. With a moment now, let's bring in a look at how the Barons will line it up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, defensively, they have the lowest fielding percentage in the majors. Not a lot of fun when you're out on the mound and you don't know if the guys behind you are going to make the play. We'll see what happens here.
Andres Fabregas gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit out towards second. Rivera is right there on to first, and can you believe it? A 3-pitch inning, and just like that, the side is retired. So a fairly painless top of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Ozzie Rivera will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Here comes the first pitch. Runners on the move for second. Now a ball hit high and deep, carrying towards the corner. But this will land foul shy of the wall. A runner on first with 2 away.
Hey, see if you can drive it. What do you say?
Swing and a line drive. Foul.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Drilled on the ground is short. He's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. We've played an inning. Still nothing.
Hey, let's get a 2-ball here.
Striding into the box, Charlton Carmichael, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
The first baseman, number 22, Andres Fabregas.
Digging in to try it again, Roger Katimer. He drew a walk his first time up. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. hit down the third baseline. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and the throw goes right by him. And now this ball's going to wind up out of play, and that'll compound matters even further.
Well, this is a huge mistake here because once this ball gets away and gets out of play, that means the run will be allowed to come home and score.
Stephen Ting gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. 4 runs here in this half inning. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
And that's the right.
Ozzie Rivera will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Ozzie Rivera.
Chopped weakly to the left. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Nick Livingston stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
He's running towards second. Now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there.
And that's a situation where a guy just gets a little too antsy out there. So once they step off, he's left with nowhere to go.
Ozzie Rivera stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball 1.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Hey, come on now.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Let it fly right here.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Hey, like you can up there, huh?
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. 5 innings complete. The Generals are on top, 5-2. Roger Katimer makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Hit hard. Oh, he makes the stop. The throw. It's there. He got him.
Wow. Made it look easy. Well, this ball is hit hard towards the hole, and there's not a lot of reaction time there for a second baseman. But he's able to glove it, and he knows the speed of the runner going down the line, so he pops back up to his feet and makes a good throw to get his man.
Ozzie Rivera will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
And the runner back. And another snap throw to the bag. And they got him.
Well, obviously there's never a good time to get picked off, but sometimes are worse than others. And when you're down by 2 late in the ball game, that is one of the worst times.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh? Here we
Chop
go.
foul right at home plate. It's strike one. The windup and the 0-1.
There you go.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Cochran is in pursuit and a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. Around second, he'll try for third.
Right here, find the ball.
And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Now batting, right fielder. Nick
Down by 2,
Livingston.
you don't want to take too many chances on the bases, but that's good hustle there to get all the way into third base on the triple. Now, that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Skipper out of the dugout making the slow trek to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left to board, but he cannot lose this one. Jorge Almanzar will get the ball looking to get the final out now here in this 7th inning. Nick Livingston will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Come on now, big dog, get your pitch.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A man on third with 2 down.
Come on now.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. Carmichael is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. No damage done after the 2-out triple. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this.
Hey, no outs
Greg
here. Nobody
Dove
on.
is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning.
Dove.
Get ahead right here.
First offering on its way. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
You know, with just the slim lead that they have right now, this is still anybody's game. So you hate to give away base runners in situations like this. Now, if it's your elite base stealer, go ahead, let him fly. But right here, this is a tough out for me to give away.
Ozzie Rivera makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
Come on, big dog, we need you.
The 0-1 pitch. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And that'll get down for a base hit. The relay, and he is out at second base. And, partner, that's going to do it for this one.
Break out the fire extinguishers. These guys are on fire. 7 straight wins. They've been as hot as any team in baseball, and they've really got things rolling out there now.
And, fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
6 runs. 15
So that just about does it for EK, Psycho, and... Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Jackson Generals and the Birmingham Barons. It's baseball on the show. Ozzie Rivera will stand in for the first time now, coming off a 3-hit contest in the loss last night.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Now a move over to first.
Safe.
Runner back safely.
Keeping an eye on him.
The 0-1. And a breaking ball's bounced out towards second. And a gorgeous flip to second, and with that, the side is retired. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. Stephen Ting will stand in for the first time, and he's seen that average climb during his current 7-game hitting streak.
Ting.
One out now, one out.
And there he goes towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he got him at second on a perfect throw.
Well, that was kind of surprising to see him stealing anyway. It didn't really look like he had a great lead at all, and they throw him out by a country mile.
No score here as we play inning number 2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Rivera gloves it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. Ozzie Rivera will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Second baseman, Ozzie Rivera.
Hey, have a good rip up there, Hawk.
First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Gonzalez giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. 3 innings complete. The Barons are out in front here, 1-0. Ozzie Rivera stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one.
Come on, big guy.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Drilled right back up the middle. Reined in. Wow, a flip to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Acrobatics that time to the bag to get this double play started. More baseball on the show right after this. Stephen Ting will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Runner goes. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
Yeah, and I figured this was just a matter of time with 2 outs. He figured if he could get himself into scoring position, then a base hit could tie this ball game. And now they're going to have that opportunity as he makes it there safely.
Come on, guys, come on.
Leading off the inning, Steven Gonzalez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Rivera from shallow right. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but he's definitely off to a slow start, so he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA.
Here we go.
Now at the plate, Herbert Ivy. He flew out in his last at-bat. 2 out with the man at first. Runners on the move for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Generals lead it 4-3. Ozzie Rivera will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
Got a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Trying to hold the lead. And he lays off there, 1-0. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th.
Hey, clutch up right here.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Ivy sprinting after it, and foul.
boys. Right guy, right place.
Into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 4-4 game, and he is in there.
Now batting.
Man, he is all fired up standing down there at second base, and why not? You come up, you drive a ball into the gap for a double, get the tying run home, and everybody's happy.
Here we go.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen.
He's going, he's going.
And he'll step off. Runner's on his way to third. And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him.
And this is a helpless feeling as a runner. You know, he's trying to be aggressive, but gets a little too over-anxious, and they step off and nail him.
Roger Katimer comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here.
One out now.
He's running towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw is there, and he's out trying to take second.
And this throw had to be on the money because this guy got out of the blocks pretty quickly that time over at first. But this throw is an absolute pearl. Never gets more than 5-6 feet off the ground, and he guns him down.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. He's got it. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Well, you know, some late game heroics in the bottom of the eighth were what proved to be the difference as they rally back to win in front of a very enthusiastic home crowd.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim one-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was...
It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the Southern League. Ought to be a good one here between the Jackson Generals and the Birmingham Barons. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Eric, who stands out to you? Dirk Parker steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Runners are at first and second with one away.
Hey, we got one.
Oh, and it's tailor-made to short. 6. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
Yeah, and the bobble here to start the play took away any chance of getting two. But that's a pretty good recovery right there to at least get the out at second base.
Ozzie Rivera will stand in 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's ball game.
Well, you're right. His last game was excellent, but he just keeps adding to those numbers. Over his last 10 games, he's been hitting over 350. I'll take that anytime.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Carmichael is there to take this one, and the bottom of the second starts with a 1 pitch out. Now that we have a chance, let's check out the Generals on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, one thing we're not going to see today, errors. This team has the fewest errors in all of baseball.
They're athletic, they move around, and they can catch the ball.
Doug Sanford is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth.
Now batting, catcher, Jeremy Moreno.
Ozzie Rivera is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2.
Oh, baby, see you drive it.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
And a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Livingston.
Herbert Ivy heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Fielded cleanly, and the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting.
Well, you can see this is a changeup right here. He's got him out on his front foot, and you see him just sort of chop at this one right into the ground. That's going to be an easy play out there at second base.
Roger Katimer stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard to short. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Well, here we are. It's the second month of the season, and this guy is showing no signs of slowing down. He's got himself another
Andres Fabregas digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fifth.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
And a fastball swung on and hit to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The run scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Well, that 2-out hit there makes that air loom extra large now. You got to make sure you get this next guy before this inning gets any further out of control.
Stephen Ting steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out trying to take second. Good throw.
Well, that was kind of surprising to see him stealing anyway. It didn't really look like he had a great lead at all, and they throw him out by a country mile.
Ozzie Rivera will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Hey,
0-1 count and the pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been...
Ozzie Rivera will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
And there he goes towards second. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. Ball's there, and he is out at second base.
Let's go now. One time.
Here comes the 0-1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game...
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Can't ask for much more than this. 8 shutout innings thus far. We've played 8 full. Jackson leads this one 2-0. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings for him. He was hitting his spots all game long.
7 hits.
The Stars of tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the Southern League is on the air. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Jackson Generals and the Birmingham Barons. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Ozzie Rivera digs in now with 2 already home and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away.
Well, runs often come in bunches, Matty, and we're going to have to see if that's the case right here. They've got a chance at a big inning.
Into the seats, 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. EK, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
They've been good away from home here, too. They've won 3 of their first 4 on this road trip, and that's a sign that these guys are really coming together as a ball club.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
A 1-2 pitch. Curveball grounded towards second. Scooped up. Throw from shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3 as he comes through with a simple ground ball with a runner on third to drive him in.
Doug Sanford will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. 0-1, here's the pitch. Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. Rivera on the grass. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Well, and that's exactly what you want to do right there. Get yourself another ground ball, and that's a good way to start the second as he gets the easy ground out.
Greg Dove will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
And the play's at 2. Let's roll it.
On the ground is short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, the double play.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Roger Kettemer.
Roger Kettemer will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
2 outs. Let's get out of here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Birmingham leads this thing 3-0. Ozzie Rivera digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Into the windup and the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, have a rip up there right now, huh?
Pitch is away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Reined in and taken in out there for the first out.
And I just think this is one of those swings where you just get committed a little bit too early. By the time he realized this thing was going to break out of the strike zone, it was just a little too late to hold back.
Stephen Ting stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Stephen Ting.
Hey, get ahead, stay ahead right here. He's going,
Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw right on the money, and he's cut down trying to take second base.
Well, that was kind of surprising to see him stealing anyway. It didn't really look like he had a great lead at all, and they throw him out by a country mile.
Let's go, boys. Let's
Now
go.
to the plate, Herbert Ivy. He singled his last time up.
Hey, 2 away now.
Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. So 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are all tied at 3 apiece.
Hey, come on now.
Jeremy
Here we go.
Moreno steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Left side.
2, 2, 2. Turn it.
Oh, and this goes right past him. Throw into third.
Hey, he beat it up.
And here, I think he's trying to get his hands into position to get rid of this ball quickly to second base, but instead, he doesn't even get any leather on it as it goes right by him for an error.
Stephen Ting will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. One there on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Ozzie Rivera gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. In there, a base hit. Around first, heading for second now. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double.
Pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You can see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there, and that allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
Nick Livingston will get an opportunity now following the leadoff double.
And with his guys down by a run, at the very least, you need to try to shoot something to the right side. Hopefully get that runner over to third with 1 out.
Wait for your pitch right here. Let's get your pitch. He's going.
Runner goes for third. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
And that's a case where you can bet they've just forgotten about him after that double, and he takes third on the very next pitch.
4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
See you to rip it up there. Hey, your pitch. Drive it deep, huh? Here you go.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your
Fastball
pitch.
misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Yeah, he's still sticking with that fastball, but you start to get the sense that it's flattening out just a little bit. That could be a warning sign.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch right here.
Here we go, kid.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Nothing doing there. Boy, what a great pitch with nobody out to get that pop-up. He's definitely not in the clear yet, but if he can keep making pitches like that, he'll have a decent shot of maybe stranding that guy over there at third base.
One time, right here. Here we go.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, kid.
Standing in now, Henry Broussard. As he'll take a look at ball one. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
Hey, be patient. Get your pitch, huh?
The 1-0 pitch. Grounded to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here he knows all he needs is all he's really shooting for, and he gets it done.
Doug Sanford plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but he's definitely off to a slow start, so he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
Leading off the inning, Ozzie Rivera, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Come on, kid. Get on for us. Here we go.
And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Drive it right here.
1-2, here it comes. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Tied him up there as this is softly hit down the line. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Boy, just so late on that fastball, and you're not too surprised about that when you're facing a reliever that throws as hard as this guy does. And it's an easy play at first to take it himself for the out.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and